Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Moochie back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys kind of a stretch, kind of an ISO guard, kind of a tall guard, kind of a center. I mean, this is the do-it-all build in 2K25, and I'm going to show y'all boys why right here. And you get a cool name. Stick to the end to see the name. I'm going to show y'all boys what it is. Alright, first name, last name, doesn't matter. Handedness, you know I like to change it depending on what corner you're going to sit on or what your preference is. Jersey number don't matter. We're going to get right into it. Power forward is what I chose. You could probably do this at a small forward and you'd probably be alright, but I picked power forward just because this build can play, like a small center. Height, again, 6'7". Weight's going to be 249, and that's, I mean, pretty high, but yeah, I think you'll see why in a little bit. You could probably go down just a little bit in weight, but I mean, for me, it's not worth it, and I'll show you. Wingspan is 6'11". All right, here's the build here. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to show you guys the entire thing. I'm not going to show you guys, parts of the build, but I will show you this entire build right here. But right now, I'm going to go over why I chose it and kind of like go over a few more things for the build. So what I did here is I basically made a build that can basically do like everything in the entire game to a decent amount. Like I'll say like an 84 driving dunk isn't a lot, but if you put a cap breaker on it, I mean, that's an 89 and that's 2 contact dunks. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show you guys the build real quick. Here's your close shot. You get a 73. This is just in case you're taking it up on a small guard or something like that. As a 6'7", you're gonna want your close shot up just enough to get paint prodigy, and that's what I did here. What did I just do? Did I just take this down? Oh yeah. All right. And then for a driving layup, you got a 75. This is so that you get every driving layup badge. You get layup mix master. You get float game. I don't really use floaters too much, and you get physical finisher on bronze. It would be nice if you could get this a little bit higher, and you can adjust this based on your play style too. This entire build, it's very versatile with where you want to put your attribute points. Your driving dunk is an 84. I did an 84 because I plan on using my 5 for cap breakers, and this saves me on attribute points. Because if you go past like 84, 85, 86, like those attribute points add up, and it actually costs a lot to use those. So I might as well use my most high cost attributes as my cap breakers eventually. And yes, I know it is at starter 3 or whatever it is. And it's going to take a while, but I plan on grinding this game to that point. So for me, this build makes sense. Standing dunk is going to be a 72 just to get rise up. This is, again, if you're playing the big and you slip, you don't want to get in a like driving layup animation or like a close shot bad animation where the center can then get a chase down if they have a high rating block. So I picked a 72 standing dunk, and that's just to get the rise up. Keep in mind, even if I went higher on this, I wouldn't be able to get contact dunks because I am 6'7", but this gives you a lot of animations that you can work with, and a decent standing dunk for what it is. Post control, I went with a 78, and this is just because I could go to 77. 76 will make your post up poet go away, so I was like, might as well throw the extra attribute on there because it's the only thing I can do. Unpluckable, you get just because of your ball handle. Hook specialist you get on bronze. This, you could get a 75 close shot and get that up, but I'm not going to use a post hook in my life probably on this build. This is more of like an ISO big guard build for me. Like, this is kind of like a do-it-all build for me. You get post fade phenom on silver because your mid-range is only a 74, and this would be the biggest downside in my opinion in this entire build. Your 74 mid-range, and this is because I decided to go with an 83 3 ball so that I could get limitless range. If you wanted to even it out more, you could, but I don't really think it's worth it for what it is. You might as well go with an 83, and this will give you a decent amount of jump shots at a 6'7". I feel like you'll be able to use a good amount of jump shots with the 83 3 ball. You'll be able to find something that you can green with, and if you're using the timed shooting or whatever it is where you flick your stick down and back up, which I have been using a lot and I'm finding a lot more success shooting with it, I feel like 74 is decent enough to get a mid-range shot off. And you also get post fade phenom on silver, so you'll be able to make, some of those too. Free throw, you're not high because I do not play rec. I cannot stress this enough. In my builds, I will never put my free throw higher than the minimum requirement because I never play rec. Pass accuracy is a 71. This is just so that you can get dimer on silver. You could go with a 70 and spend these attribute points someplace else. You could try to figure something else, but I figured for me, my pass style, or like my play style and everything, I want to give the biggest boost as possible to my shooters. So I went with dimer on silver. I know it's not a lot, and you get break starter again on bronze, but I know it's not a lot, but it's a little to help out your guard or to help out any of your teammates. I thought 71 would be good, and you get one pass animation, which is that Paulo or whoever it is, I can't remember, but that's the only animation you can use with this. Ball handle is an 84, and you might be thinking, why wouldn't you just upgrade it to like an 85 to make it even? I didn't want to because this is what I would use to get the Lucas step back, I believe it's a Lucas step back, the R2 down on the stick to get that cross animation. I like that animation, especially on tall guards. Creates a lot of separation, so an 84 is what you need as the minimum requirement to have it. You get ankle assassin on bronze. I know it's not crazy. You could try to get this up to 86. Again, this is an overall build, like good at everything. Another thing that stands out here is your strong handle is an 80, your strong handle is Hall of Fame. You can see your ball handle is high enough to get the next one to get legend, but I did not want to sacrifice a bunch of attribute points for 93 strength. You get unpluckable on silver too, so you'll be able to, keep the ball in your hands for the most part. Speed with ball is going to be an 80. This is kind of low, but again, you are a power forward, 6'7", with 249 pounds to you. So you will be able to guard a decent amount of centers. You'll be able to guard guards, basically whatever you want with this. Interior defense. Defense is very important in this game, especially if you're trying to win. 88 interior defense just so that you get post lockdown on gold. I know this is a little OP because normally you don't need this high of an interior defense, but you're 6'7", so I just want to play it safe here and just go with what I think would be best, which is an 88. My block isn't that high this year because I don't think I really need it. If I were to do anything, it would be to put this up to a 78 to get high flying denier on silver. I feel like that wouldn't be a bad move, but I mean, it costs too much in attribute points for me. I thought this would be good enough just because I'm going to be playing hands up defense for the most part. My perimeter is a 74. This is very questionable. I don't think I need that high of a perimeter defense to stay in front of my guys, especially when I have immovable forcer at least on silver. I feel like this will be all right for the time being. This is mainly a stretch build for me. I'm going to be playing a lot of 2s on it, so 74, it's all right. And your steal's an 85, so realistically, you're going to be getting lane steals. You're going to be playing good defense. Lane steals are really good this year, so you'll be completely fine with this, I think. And if a guard tries to drive on you in the paint, you have an 88 defense. I think you'll be fine. But yeah, this does suck that you don't get challenger any higher than bronze, but it's a minimum requirement for a lot of these bronze badges, and I just went with it. Offensive rebound is a 75. I know this is low, but you have box out beast at least on gold. You have rebound chaser on silver. Again, this is a stretch build. It's not going to be horsing that many builds. And look at the rest of the stats. Where are you going to find a build with this good of finishing? Be able to have limitless range, be able to have good animations for dribbles, dimer, you get gold interior badges. Again, this isn't that good, but you get interceptor. Like, you have to sacrifice something, and I sacrificed a little bit of rebound. If you wanted to, you can honestly max this out here and then go with something else with this. Like, you could go with your standing dunk on a 73 and then put that up. That would work too, but your speed would be down 1. This is not an animation thing. This is I want to be an 82 speed, so I just went with it. 81 speed should be fine. 77 agility isn't that fast. This year I feel like you can definitely get away with the 77. It's not going to be as fast as you want, but again, you're going to be guarding a lot of centers, so that's what I went with. 84 for the strength. You get box out beast on gold. You get strong handle on Hall of Fame and post lockdown. You get immovable forcer, brick wall, and silver post powerhouse, and it helps. It just overall helps you determine, you can see in the description, determines who wins a contact battle offensively and defensively, and helps dictate how successful a player will be when backing down or being backed down in the post, both with and without the ball. So this is just a good thing to have up, especially if I'm going to be running a stretch. Vertical is going to be a 75, so that I can eventually get posterizer on silver once I get my cap breakers on. So yeah, a contact dunk, good at finishing overall. You get rise up, you get every badge in the game. Look at this. Like, is this not broken to you? Like, if you are good at the game, you don't need that good of badges to hit shots. Like, think about it. If you're really that good at timing your shot, you're not going to need any higher than an 83 3 ball. If you are good at positioning for rebounds, you're not going to be needing higher than a gold box out beast and a silver rebound chaser, unless you're playing like rec or something. Then you might be cooked because you're going to be going against 7-foot centers the entire time. But I think overall, for what it is, I mean, this is a bad part right here. Your takeovers, I mean, you have some, you don't have a lot of takeovers, but you get every badge in the game, at least on bronze, except for versatile, visionary, and bailout, and mini marksman. You might be able, but I feel like this is good because you get every animation at least unlocked. You know what I'm saying, for bronze badges. So, you know, that's just what I went with. I'm gonna stop yapping about the build. I went with this for a certain reason. This is what I want to play with. It just seems like a cool little build to hop on after work, you know, be able to do a little bit of everything. And the name that you get for it is a two-way slashing stretch 4, which is, in my opinion, I don't know if I've seen this build yet, but a two-way, so you can do it on both sides. That means you're a lockdown, or not a lockdown, but you can play defense, you can slash, you can stretch the floor, and what else can't you do? It doesn't mention that you have an 84 ball handle. It doesn't mention in here that you can rebound at an 85 attribute level. It doesn't mention a lot of things. So I feel like this is a good build. This is a good overall build for just about everything. If you guys want me to drop animations or anything for it, just let me know down in the comments. I'll drop an animation video for tall guards, or tall, whatever you want to call this, for power forwards. But I'm gonna stop yapping about everything. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you build this build. I hope to see some of you out there, you know, with some of the builds that I make, just because, you know, why not? I feel like it would be a cool thing to see people repping my builds. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is going to be a really good just overall build for everything. But yeah, I'm wrapping this up. I'm going to see y'all boys in the next one. Peace out.